What actually makes a movie a classic? It's simple. It has to survive the test of time and still feel like it's speaking directly to you decades later. Very few films do that as beautifully as the 1962 Italian gem Agostino. I first discovered Agostino back in 2014 when I wrote the original review for theskykid.com. The film is based on Alberto Moravia's novel. The definitive Italian edition came out in 1945, just as World War II was ending. When Simon & Schuster brought out a beautiful new anniversary edition curated by Simone Cassini, something just clicked. I picked it up, rewatched the movie with everything I've experienced since my first viewing, and felt that same quiet jolt all over again. That's why we're here today. Because this delicate, sun-soaked, heartbreaking film still speaks to anyone who remembers what it was like to be 13 and suddenly see the adult world for what it really is. Some of my favorite coming-of-age films, the ones that really stick with me, come from the 60s and early 70s. Directors back then weren't afraid to show how awkward and painful growing up actually feels. So stick around, because today on theskykid.com, we're revisiting this quiet little gem that somehow still feels brand new. The film opens on the Lido in Venice. Bright sun, endless summer. Ingrid Tulin is this beautiful, elegant widow on vacation with her 13-year-old son Agostino, played by Paolo Colombo. From the very first scenes, you can feel how close they are. They're practically inseparable, sharing every moment, every smile. She's wealthy, she's stunning, and the local lifeguards and beach boys can't take their eyes off her. But until now, she's spent almost all her time with Agostino. Then one day, she says yes to a charming local guy. Suddenly, she's going out at night, without Agostino. And you can almost hear something crack inside him. It's not just a kid being jealous of mom's new boyfriend. It's deeper. Way deeper. It's the exact moment he realizes he's not the only person in her life anymore. And maybe he never really was. That's where the story begins. And trust me, it only gets more powerful from here. Bolognini tells this story with such exquisite restraint. It's all in the little things. A quick glance, a conversation you only half hear, a stark symbol here and there, like a boat drifting off by itself, or a door closing. That's what carries all the weight. It starts out soft and golden, like the warmest childhood memory. Then, slowly, that warmth burns away, and suddenly you're looking at the adult world, sharp, unforgiving, real. We watch Agostino get pulled, layer by layer, out of the safe little bubble he's always lived in. Every feeling shows up on Paolo Colombo's face: the anger, the shame, the confusion, the desperate longing. He's being forced into growing up, and he doesn't want any part of it. That's exactly why the whole film carries this quiet, almost morbid ache underneath. Because this isn't the story of just any 13-year-old on summer holiday. This is the story of a boy who grew up in an intense, almost exclusive bond with his mother. A boy who's completely unprepared for the moment that bond starts to crack. Let me talk about Paolo Colombo for a second. The kid was 13, had never acted before. This is literally his only movie, and honestly, he's astonishing. Every single emotion is right there on his face. The hurt, the anger, the total confusion of a boy who doesn't understand what's happening to him. He doesn't feel like he's acting. He just is Agostino. Ingrid Tulin is perfect as the mother. Beautiful, poised, but you can sense the loneliness underneath. And the guys on the beach? Spot on. Cocky, charming, a little dangerous. Everyone nails it. Then there's the cinematography. Black and white, 1962, but my God, it's gorgeous. The beaches, the water catching the light, the shadows in the narrow streets. Armando Iannucci makes Venice look like a dream you don't want to wake up from. Even in black and white, it's still one of the most beautiful things I've ever watched. So yeah, if any of this sounds like your kind of movie, quiet European coming-of-age stories that don't shout, that just sit with you afterwards, then please, do yourself a favor and track down Agostino. It's not streaming everywhere, but it's out there on rare DVD sites, sometimes on YouTube or Vimeo in decent prints, and the new Moravia book is the perfect companion read. Watch it when you've got a quiet evening and you're ready to feel something real. I promise you won't forget Paolo Colombo's face, or that last shot on the beach. If you end up watching because of this video, come back and tell me in the comments what hit you the hardest. I still read every single one.